Let's begin today's transfer rater with a potential buy one, get one free. Here's Jose Mourinho. And how about Gareth Bale as well? Possibility of him going back to Spurs?
I personally don't think so. Unless he wants to take a big wage cut, because Spurs have a wage structure that is beneath the other real big boys in England and European football.
Could they ever change that? Is that set in stone under Daniel Levy?
Well, they could. I mean, apparently they've paid Mourinho a staggering salary, which may affect players. Will see these things and say, well, hold on, I know he's the manager, but if you're paying him, so obviously it could be a problem. But you're going to pay Gareth Bale's wages to come back. You're probably going to have to pay Harry Kane the same to keep him. All these things. So if you hit miss for me, because I don't think for that reason. I don't think that will happen.
This kid is good, Erling Haaland, okay? Alfie Haaland's son. We've got him to the Premier League here. If he had the choice of any league in Europe, would the Premier League be his number one destination?
I'm not sure it would be, and I've been seeing some comments from his father, Alf Haaland, former Leeds player amongst others. He said he's not keen on him jumping into the Premier League too early to certain clubs, because he's worried that he might regress. And he has talked about Germany, the Bundesliga, which is obviously, I think, one of the best leagues for youngsters getting game time and learning. And that's why I think that's more of an option than the Premier League at the moment.
Might end up there in years to come, but the next step for you would not be for Premier League.
Look, according to his father's quotes, he's pushing him towards the Bundesliga.
James Maddison, remember when he was out on loan, he was up in Aberdeen and whatever, he is now a key component in that Leicester team. Would Man United interest him?
Oh, well, Man United, yeah, of course they would interest him, and I believe they're interested in him. Not before the end of the season, because we don't know what Leicester are going to do. Could be a great season for Leicester City. He's a big part of that. United did want Tielemans, and Leicester managed to coax him in to come in there. So you're talking about trying to convince a guy who potentially is going to get an offer in the summer from Man United, as I say, if they sold him in January, Brendan Rodgers might as well pack his bags and go. So I don't think it'll happen then, but I think there is potential for that to happen in the summer.
Took him until April last season to score his first league goal at home. It wasn't a good season. Had he moved to United in the summer, with Lukaku going to Inter, it would have made a bit more sense. Does it still make sense, Dzeko, to Man United, with their link to Mandzukic pretty strong in January?
Well, I don't get this. I mean, would I take him in the team at the moment at Man United? The
answer
would be yes. However, they've said, and to throw Mandzukic in there as well, these guys are at the wrong end of their careers. And United have said, Ed Woodward, we're back in Solskjaer, and we're going to try and be youthful about it. And we're going to try and bring players in. This is about the future. This is not about plugging the gap short term. That's what they've said.
That requires patience, though.
And for that reason, I'm going to say no, not because he's not a bad player. This one, I don't see this happening because in his head, he knows if this was to happen, he's going to sit on the bench. There's already a problem at Barcelona because Griezmann's been shuffled out onto the left-hand side because of Suarez and because of Messi playing in behind. So I don't see. I'm not sure they would go for a player like that anyway, although he's a good goal scorer. But I think for him it wouldn't be a great move because he would be, I would say, a bit part player at Barcelona currently with their squad.
Just the one hit today. James Maddison to Man United makes sense to Craig Burley.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN Plus.